Hello YouTube, Green Gimp here. Welcome to another guided 10-win run where I explain my entire thought process to you as it's happening in detail. I try not to leave anything out, so let's get started. Now, first thing we got to do is get inside this noggin. And in this noggin it says mosquitoes are pretty decent. It's a unit you generally will take early if there's nothing better. Since we've got a very mediocre shot blind, and you could go horse since there's a honey here. I'm not a horse fan, so I'm not going to do it. But the horse and the honey on like an ant is an option. Or the horse and the honey on anything is an option. I just don't choose it. I think we're going to go ant mosquito and then roll. Okay. There's only two real options to me here. One is beaver, because beaver's just decent. The other is otter. With the ant, I think the otter actually becomes a lot better, because when the ant hits the otter, it's a 3/3, and it's not a useless unit. And the otter's just giving 1/1 to one of them. If it hits the ant, it really makes it interesting on what to do with your ant later. Like, do you take it to level 2? Do you pill it? What do you do? But, I think I'm going to choose the otter here. I think grabbing the beaver and just kind of selling later is fine too, because it's good stats. But this is one extra stat on the board, and it's a permanent stat on a unit you could potentially go deeper with. I have definitely made tier 2 ants, and then like sold off and pilled onto a single peacock, and it's like, oh, I now have a 5/6 peacock to start with. That's not terrible. So, like, the ant has a lot of utility later if you want to be creative. I'm not saying it's the best, but it does have some potential. Awesome. And we do get a win there, courtesy of the ant. Okay. I think we're going to otter first. We're buying the otter and the mosquito. We're going to buy the otter first because I kind of want the otter to land on... I don't really care who it lands on, but if it lands on the ant, I'm fine with it. And actually, I think I kind of prefer it at this point. But our mosquito, we don't want to put here. Like, we don't want to combine our mosquitoes. We want them separate because I want each of their attacks to go on their own. So we're going to otter first. I'm hoping it goes there. It did not. Then we'll buy here. I'm going to skip the beaver in favor of trying to hit an otter or a mosquito here for a tier up next round. Beautiful. I'm going to freeze the ant, and we're going to buy the mosquito. That way I've got 3 projectiles. Hopefully we can snipe a unit. And I'm freezing the ant because I think I'm possibly going to go... We're possibly going to go with a big ant. I don't know, though. Like, our next shot could dictate, so we'll see. He's still not crazy enough that I have to keep him around. And we get a win. We'll take a 2-0 start. We'll take a 2-0 start. Okay, we see our peacock here. I think we go ahead and combine and see what we get. It's not the worst thing in the world. I'm thinking here, because... Like, I did talk about that peacock strat, but, like, I don't think this is the time to do it. Typically, you do the peacock strat when, like, you haven't gotten a decent unit already, and you're like, I need to make something. Because peacock, in general, is not a run-carrying unit. It's a, crap, I still don't have anything. Oh, look, I could do a creative thing with the peacock. So I don't think we're going to do that here. I think instead what I'm going to do is just buy the ant. And then we're going to melon this turtle. But I don't know that I'm going to do it yet. Freeze, and then we'll roll. Okay. Okay, so here we're gonna combine here. I'm definitely gonna be pilling this and the turtle. But we want to do it next round, so we're freezing this. And we're gonna buy this now. So I think we'll do a weird setup here. Right? Because we want to optimize our chances to win this round. But I need all this stuff for next round. Because we're destroying these two next round. So here, he'll attack, whatever. It'll melon this. That's good. He gets to attack twice. We don't want to, like, do this. Because I don't want the melon here. This way, though, we're guaranteeing this pops to here. This pops on both of these. So all of a sudden we're going to have an otter that's, what, 5/5 in the back? Like, this is actually going to be a very powerful turn for us. I expect to win here a huge amount of the time. Like 95% or better. This is one of those squads that could potentially kill us. Even so, we did okay, but yeah. Unfortunately, we do lose there, but he had 2 horses with 1, 2, 3, 4 extra summoned guys. Alright, so the otter is not going to be a primetime unit for us, so we're going to pill this way. And then we're going to pill here. Then we'll buy here. I could have waited for that, obviously. But the only thing I'm super excited to hit in the tier 4 shop, I guess, is a penguin. And even still, penguin's not like a game-breaking thing, so I mean, what am I going to do? Hit a hippo, maybe? With that being said, I don't necessarily mind a rabbit. So we're going to grab a rabbit. We're going to freeze that. We will combine next round, I guess. Maybe we will hit our penguin. And roll. Do I ever pill this ant next turn? Possibly. So we'll freeze this. It'll really depend on what it combines to. Or on what pet we get offered. Like, if I get a penguin, we're not pilling it. We're just going to scale. If I don't get a penguin, there's definitely places where I wouldn't do it. Okay, we got a draw to a bunch of bees. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to... Dog is utter garbage now. He's too late. So we're going to do this. Deer. I don't think I like deer, so we're not going to pill. We're just going to roll and hope for something game-defining. I don't know what I want yet. Ugh, I don't like any of this. Garlic's not the end of the world. I think we'll freeze it and roll. Okay, we'll freeze that. I don't want to go to a level 3 ant. Oh, I'm just not interested in that. I don't think I'm going to garlic the ant, because we're probably going to end up pilling this ant. But I think for now we'll salad bowl and let his buff do some work. And just roll here. Okay. I am not against a honey badger. So we'll get that combo next round. I guess we'll just unfreeze the garlic. I don't have anything I want to garlic yet, so... We're in a very weird spot where I don't have anything that's, like, defining this run. We're just kind of like, well, I'm decent. Yep. We're just kind of hanging on right now, but we'll get our honey badger. So this is basically like having a 6th unit, right? I basically got another 5/5 back here that's going to be like, hey, take 5 damage. Or 5/1, I guess. And then it's like, here's a 1/1 to win the game. Honey Badger definitely has won me a few runs. Okay, this rabbit's not doing much for me, so I think we're just going to grab this and pill. Although, I want to pill the Honey Badger. Like, Honey Badger can actually hang around for 4 or 5 rounds, where these two are probably going to be gone soon. So, we made that turn with the decision that we're probably losing here a fair bit, but let's assume we're going to do well and build for the future. And it's working right now, so we'll take it. None of this is great for me. Worm, though. If we still had that rabbit, man, worm could be okay. You know what? Maybe we'll go with a worm. I don't know what else we're going to do. Roll. Feed. Feed. I've yet to see anything good, so let's... A worm is a good scalable unit. You could make a worm work. So I think we'll do that for the time being. And that's a Honey Badger win. That is why you get those guys and put them in the back sometimes. Alright. Buff our worm. We're getting close to time to pill the ant, but I don't think it's here. Buff our worm. I think we do roll once here. None of those are good, so I think we will buy sell. We're going back into the rabbit because we're buffing this worm. And then pear is great, worm is great. Okay, so this is a worm build. We're basically just going to be scaling our worm here. And praying to God that we can hang on for a little bit. We're not doing too bad right now, though. This isn't the end of the world. Not the biggest turn, but you know what? We're getting there. As much as do I go with the... I think we do go with our Honey Badger here. There's no way we penguin here. This is a food scaling build. So... I do think we're moving this like this, though. Alright, get our big unit up front. Let him get a little work in. That's 2 Honey Badger wins. Right? Like, this is why Honey Badger is so good, because he adds a bit of consistency. So we'll grab him. I think if I only had the worm, I don't know that I'd buy the sushi, but with the rabbit, I think the sushi becomes definitely worth it. So now they all get the 1. Roll. Boo. Actually, no, not boo. We'll take that. Dragon. Well, we're definitely freezing the honey badger. Dragon is good. This is not a build I think we're going with the dragon on, though. I think we just have to... I think this is where we have to lean heavily into the worm. Because the dragon's not going to scale... Dragon does not scale quick. I think dragon is a really good unit to get when you've got, like, one big unit and you're like, alright, now I just need to... I've got the big frontliner, now I just need to build wide rather than tall. I don't have any of that. So I need to build tall and pray. Is essentially where this run is at. So we're just going to lean into this worm and hope we can get there. I don't think we're getting there this round. Never mind. Honey badger to the rescue again. So he didn't win that round for us, but he certainly drew it. Alright, we don't want these, the random ones. I don't like buying that, but I think we're going to have to. And then I think we go with the melon. Like, it's kind of a toss-up as to which is better, melon or garlic at this point. But this protects us from scorpions. And we get the food buff, so he just got 2, he got 2, 3, and melon armor. So the 2, 3 alone is why I did it. The melon or garlic is kind of whichever at this point. At this point, the melon's the only reason we got past that. That is 3 badger wins. Pointing that out. 3 badger wins, 1 badger draw. Badger doing work. There's something to be said for taking him to level 3, but I'm not going to do that. Feed the worm. Yes. I only get 1 more buy from this shop, so we're going to roll and feed the worm. And roll. And roll. Okay. Nothing great there, but it is what it is. Now you'll notice, I'm not doing anything else in this run, right? Like, I'm not scaling anything else. I'm not doing any of that. Why? This run, it's too late for this run to pivot into another unit. This run was mediocre from the start. We never had a focus. Then we got the worm, and we were like, I've got nothing. I have to bank on this worm. This run could have lost. Like, we could have already been lost, but we haven't because we saw something that gave us a 10-win option, and we're choosing to take it now. And it happens to be a worm. So he's now getting 3/3 every food, which is nice. A seal would actually be a really nice unit to get in here, but I haven't found that yet. I don't know if one's even shown up in the shop, but a seal would have been good here. There's something to be said for just double mushrooming here, but I'm not going to do it. We will grab the melon if I don't see anything better. Okay, that's better. And a cat would also be good. I don't think I've seen a cat. Just anything to, like, make feeding better. To replace these two. I think seal and cat are probably what we're looking for at this point. But I do believe we're going to get another win here. Yeah. Now the question is, can this worm take us to the promised land? I think we're going to freeze the Shaka bar. Because we're kind of at the point now. I need to use this chocolate bar. We'll just put it here. Cow is great. Ooh. Okay. Cat, too. Alright, so this is where we're actually going to... Oh, my God. Alright. Alright, so here's the deal. Cat is good for long term, right? We're 1 win away from 10 wins. So I think Cat gets rolled out here. Like, we want to win now. I can take a loss, but I don't want to take a loss. I want to win this turn. Because if I don't win this turn, I have to win next turn, unless we get a weird draw. But, so I think we rule Cat out for that reason. So then the question is, I'm going to sell this. So I think what we're going to do is sell here, put the meat on the rabbit, so hopefully he can, like, take something with him as he dies, and then just use our cow to buff him more. So I think that's going to be the play. Hold on. We got to do the meat first. That'll get him some health and a bunch of attack. Get our cow. Beautiful. And then just roll and see what we get. Another worm would be funny, but I don't think we're going to go for that. This looks like it's as good as it's going to get. So now we're just hoping for that win. We got that big front line. Just have a little scorpion up front. No? Okay. Badger, baby. Badger carried that run. Badger carried that run. That was a beautiful demonstration of why the Badger's so good. But, yeah, we made the Worm-Badger combo work. Worm-Badger-Rabbit. Who would have thought? But we went for the consistency of stats, and guess what? It got us there. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something. I'm Green Gimp. Have a good one.